Alright, we have already studied the concept of marginal productivity of labor. Right? We saw in the previous video that initially, as we start hiring more and more workers, specialization sets in, and because of specialization, more and more output is produced, more and more additional, the word additional is very important, more and more additional output is produced every time a new worker is hired. This is known as increasing marginal productivity, right? Then beyond some point, as we continue hiring more and more workers, overcrowding takes place. Why? Because we are in the short run and we are adding more and more labor to a fixed quantity of capital. So because of this overcrowding, less and less additional output is produced. Additional output produced हो रहा है, but less and less additional output is produced every time a new worker is hired. This is known as decreasing marginal productivity. Then beyond some point, any additional labor hired damages the entire production process, right? No additional output is produced, rather marginal productivity becomes negative. This is known as negative marginal productivity. Now remember that negative in real life, no producer will hire an additional worker if he knows that his marginal productivity will become negative. So this negative marginal productivity is basically a theoretical concept. It's not a practical concept. All right, what I'm going to do now is I will convert, where is that, give me some time, I'll convert that PowerPoint presentation. I'll convert this diagram into a table, right? Okay, so when we have one labor, we had how many? Three cooking utensils. Our capital was 3 cooking utensils. Yeah, 3 sets of cooking utensils, whatever. Total productivity was 1 and marginal productivity was also 1, right? When there were 2 workers, we had same cooking utensils. This is going to remain same everywhere. In case of every labor, 3 cooking utensils, total productivity was 3 and marginal productivity was 2. Then when there were three workers, once again same cooking utensils, capital is constant because we were in the short run. What was the total productivity when there were 3 workers working in the restaurant? 6 plates of a menu item. This productivity यहाँ पे is plates of a menu item, right? And what was the marginal productivity? We don't need to look at the table. 6 minus 3, 3, right? When there were 4 workers working in the restaurant, quantity of capital was 3 cooking utensils and total productivity was 8 plates of a menu item, and marginal productivity was 8 minus 6, 2 plates of a menu item, right? Then when there were 5 workers working in the restaurant, quantity of capital is same. How much was the total productivity? 7, 8, 9. 9 plates of menu items were being produced, and I've assumed duration of half an hour. So 9 menu plates were being produced in 30 minutes, and marginal productivity was 9 minus 1, 8, right? When there were 6 workers working in the restaurant, what was the total productivity? It remained same, 9, right? And marginal productivity इस केस में क्या होगी? 0, because no additional output was produced. And then when the last worker was hired, this is a theoretical concept, when the last worker was hired, 1 less output was produced, 1 less plate of a menu item was produced, and marginal productivity became negative. What we are going to do now is, using this table, we are going to plot product curves. There are 3 types of product curves. Total product curve, which is, you can also say, total productivity curve. Marginal product curve and average product curve, right? Okay, so first we are going to plot total product curve, right? For that I need this data quantity. Remember one very important point, every time you plot a product curve you're always going to take units of variable input on the horizontal axis. और हमारा variable input क्या है? Labor, because ये change हो रहा है. Capital is not changing, so therefore it's a fixed input. Labor is a variable input, right? Let me write it down. We always take units of variable input, in our case labor, on the horizontal axis when we plot product curves, right? तो product curve बनाने के लिए I am picking this column and I am picking this column, right? This is my data for total product curve. Let me highlight it. Okay. Let's pick the data for marginal product curve as well. Marginal product curve. For marginal product curve, once again I need this column. It is going to appear on the horizontal axis. Then I need this column. This is my data for marginal product curve. Okay, so what we are going to do now is, first I am going to plot total product curve and right below it I will plot marginal product curve. There is one thing which I think we should do. I want you to add another data point. When quantity of labor is 0, total productivity is 0, right? Naturally, when there is no worker working in the restaurant, total productivity will be equal to 0. And what does that mean? When total productivity is 0, nothing is being produced, marginal productivity will also be 0. So let's add this data point as well, right? Because हमारा जो total productivity curve है, it begins from the origin. For that we will have to take this data point where there is no worker working in the factory, right? Okay, now let's plot the total product curve. This is your total product curve. What is the title of this chart? Total product curve, your total productivity curve. We call it total product curve in economics. Let us label our x and y axis. I told you we always take units of labor on the horizontal axis, right? And what about our vertical axis? We always take, not always, in this case we are taking total productivity. Total productivity आपका total output है, right? Total productivity यानी your y output. This is your total product curve. We are going to analyze it later. First let me plot the marginal product curve as well, right below it. This is going to be your marginal product curve, right? You can notice it's an inverted U. The shape of marginal product curve is an inverted U. So this is your, I'm not assigning any title, just remember this is marginal product curve. I'm not assigning any title because I'm going to add another graph on it, right? Marginal product curve है. On the horizontal axis once again we have labor. ठीक है, let me assign this. On the horizontal axis we have labor. Okay, now let's analyze both these graphs. Before we begin analyzing both these graphs, I want you to note one very important point, one very important connection between these two graphs. First, define marginal productivity. I've already defined it a number of times, right? I'm now writing it down. Marginal productivity of labor. Complete expression is of labor. Marginal productivity of labor is how much additional output is produced when a new worker is hired, right? What is the formula for marginal productivity? MPL का formula है when how do you mathematically express MPL? Change in output when an additional unit of labor is hired. Mathematically we say change in Y divided by change in L, right? Typically delta L is 1, right? This is your formula for marginal productivity of labor. Now I want you to tell me another thing. What is the slope of the total product curve? जो मैंने अभी the graph at the top, what is the slope of that curve? There is a reason why I'm making you do all this. ये जो हमारा graph है total product curve का, इसके slope का formula क्या होगा? Change in the variable on the y-axis divided by change in the variable on the x-axis. On the y-axis we have output. On the x-axis we have labor. What does that mean? That slope of the total product curve is equal to change in the variable on the y-axis, which is y, divided by change in the variable on the x-axis, which is L. What do you notice? What is the conclusion? That marginal productivity of labor जो है, it is actually the slope of the total product curve, because both these expressions are same. MPL is mathematically expressed as delta y divided by delta L, and slope of the total product curve we have just seen is also equal to delta y divided by delta L. So the conclusion of this discussion is that marginal productivity of labor is the slope of the total product curve. Right? Now we'll be able to analyze these two graphs in a better manner. What do you notice? Now tell me one thing. When your marginal productivity is positive, in which range is it positive? I'm talking about the graph I'm talking about marginal productivity graph, right? When marginal productivity is positive in this region, till you hired the sixth worker, your marginal productivity was positive. Even though it is increasing and decreasing, but it is positive. It is in the positive quadrant. You may notice when marginal productivity is positive, your total product curve is increasing. Till the fifth unit, till the sixth worker, it is increasing. So that's our observation number 1. How do we know that it is increasing? I've already told you. It is increasing from left to right. So I have already told you that marginal productivity is the slope of the total productivity. So जब marginal productivity positive होगा, what does that mean? That total product curve has a positive slope. So this is our observation number 1. Let's write it down. Our observation 1 is that when marginal productivity is positive, slope of total product curve is increasing, and it should, because marginal productivity positive है. All right. जब marginal productivity goes into negative quadrant in this region, जब तुम्हारा marginal productivity negative quadrant में जा रहा है, this is your negative quadrant, focus on numbers here, this is your negative quadrant. Beyond sixth worker, when your marginal productivity is going into negative quadrant, what is happening to the slope of the total product curve? It begins to decrease from left to right. Earlier it was increasing from left to right, now it begins to decrease from left to right. Why? Because of the same reason, because marginal productivity slope है. जब marginal productivity negative हो रहा है, इसका मतलब है total productivity is decreasing. Total productivity is, एक मिनट, observation number 2, when marginal productivity when marginal productivity is negative, slope of total product curve is decreasing. This was our observation number 2. Third observation, very important observation. Let's remove these colors. Now you may notice that total product curve has a very strange shape, right? It has a very strange shape. Let me first introduce two diagrams to you. I'm just plotting two diagrams here. I'm just plotting two curves here, right? This curve, this line, and I'm plotting this line, right? This line is also increasing from left to right, therefore it has a positive slope. This line is also increasing from left to right, therefore it also has a positive slope. Then what is the difference between the two? They have different shapes. Even though they have positive slope, they have different shapes. The difference is that this line is getting steeper and steeper. इसे हम कहते हैं that slope is increasing at an increasing rate. What do we say? This line is getting steeper and steeper. This line is getting flatter and flatter. इसे हम कहते हैं it is increasing. It is also increasing but at a decreasing rate, right? This is exactly what is happening in case of total product curve. ये जो total product curve है, you may notice कि जब तुम्हारा marginal productivity बढ़ रहा है in this region, when your marginal productivity is increasing, what does that mean? Your slope is getting steeper and steeper. The slope of the total product curve is getting steeper and steeper. You can see, focus on the shape like this. It is getting steeper and steeper. And then when your marginal productivity is falling, even though it is negative, remember it is positive, but जब वो गिर positive है पर it is falling, the slope of the total product curve, it is increasing, it is positive, but it is getting flatter and flatter, right? It is getting flatter and flatter. और जब marginal product curve तुम्हारा negative territory में चला गया, जब marginal product curve तुम्हारा negative territory में चला गया, तो slope क्या हो गया तुम्हारा? It turned from left to right, it started decreasing. Right? It started decreasing. So what is our next observation? Let's remove this. Our third observation is that when marginal productivity is increasing, total product curve increases at an increasing rate. इसका मतलब ये है slope of the total product curve gets steeper and steeper. Steeper and steeper. Observation number 4 क्या है? When marginal productivity is decreasing but is positive. Remember, it is important to write this. When marginal productivity is decreasing but is positive, total product curve increases. बढ़ तो रहा है because marginal productivity is positive. Increases at a decreasing rate. इसे हम कहते हैं slope of the total product curve gets flatter and flatter. I have already shared everything above, right? Observation number 4 क्या थी हमारी? Observation number 5. When marginal productivity becomes negative, total productivity begins to decrease, right? slope of the total product curve decreases. Alright, there is a sixth observation as well, a very important observation. Let me remove everything, all these colors. Can you notice one very important observation? कि जब तुम्हारी marginal productivity 0 है at this point where your marginal productivity curve intersects the horizontal axis, इस point पे तुम्हारा MP 0 है. Remember यहाँ पे vertical axis में, चलो मैं लिख देती हूँ. Let me write it down. Here on vertical axis हमारे पास इस वक्त at this moment on vertical axis we have marginal productivity, right? And on the horizontal axis I have already told you we always take labor. तो जब तुम्हारा marginal productivity 0 है, when you hired the sixth worker your marginal productivity became negative. At that moment your total productivity was maximum. You should read it like this: when marginal productivity is 0, total productivity is maximum. Never read it the other way around. When total productivity is maximum, marginal productivity is 0. This is not always true because total productivity तो इस point पे भी maximum है, right? Always say that when marginal productivity is 0, total productivity is maximum. This is your sixth observation. When marginal productivity is 0, total productivity is maximum. ठीक है, there is a seventh observation as well. If you want to consider it, you may consider it as well, that जब तुम्हारा marginal productivity maximum है, कब है? Just before you start experiencing diminishing marginal utility. Notice करो that this point onward, इस point के बाद you started experiencing diminishing marginal productivity, right? तो just before you started experiencing diminishing marginal productivity, तुम्हारा marginal productivity maximum था naturally, right? But your total productivity was not maximum. Total productivity maximum कब हुई? At the sixth unit, when you hired the sixth unit, when your marginal productivity was 0. Alright, now I want to add a third graph in this marginal productivity labor graph in the next video.